Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Devotees, just give me a second. There is some internet issue here. 1 second. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Dear devotees, Dandavat Pranams, thank you very much for joining in. Today is our most auspicious Bahulashtami special session. So, like I mentioned during the Brahma Muhurta program, it is very, very wonderful that we did not plan to study this. As per our sequence only, it is coming. So, this I consider as the blessing of Guru Gauranga Radha Krishna, their special mercy. That on Rasa Purnima day, we're reading about Gopis, Rasa Leela with Krishna. On the most auspicious Bahulashtami, we have just completed chapter number 35 yesterday. We have to study chapter number 36. So, and chapter number 36 happens to be chapter number 36 happens to be the Bahulashtami pastime, the pastime of Lord Krishna killing Arishtasura. So, so this is by the special mercy of Guru Auranga, Radha Krishna, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev. What else can we say? So today we are having a special program because it's Bahulashtami and it is also the divine appearance day of Radha Kund and Shama Kund. So first and foremost, we will start with Mangalacharan prayers, of course, like we do always. And then we will go ahead with Radha Kundashtakam Bhajan, right? Where we want to take shelter of Radha Kund. Because Krishna says, Radha Kund is as dear to me as Srimati Radharani. Right? So we'll sing this Radha Kundashtakam Bhajan for the pleasure of Srimati Radharani, for the pleasure of Radha Krishna. And then we will read chapter number 36 as per our regular schedule and we'll discuss Bahulashtami Leela, where Lord Krishna kills Arishtasur who comes in the form of bull, and then what happens later on? Srimati Radharani accuses Krishna, oh, you've committed a great sin, you have to purify yourself. And then what happens after that? What does Krishna do? Krishna creates a Shamakund, Radharani creates Radha Kund, and then Radha Kund and Shamakund merge at the grace of Lord Krishna. And then, everyone starts bathing in Radha Kund. And Krishna says, anyone who bathes in Radha Kund will get Krishna Prem. In a nutshell, okay, we are done with the Leela. But we'll see how Srila Prabhupada is explaining this in this very beautiful chapter of chapter number 36. of the Krishna book. And then finally, we will also sing the Damodarashtakam, and then we'll do Harinam Sankirtan, chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, congregational chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Srila Prabhupada says, I started this entire Krishna consciousness movement simply by sitting in one place, playing the kartal and chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Right, in the Tompkins Square Park, Srila Prabhupada sat there for 3 hours. Right, he did not have a proper asan, he did not even have a, he just sat in one bench. That place is still recognized. And the tree below which Srila Prabhupada sat, that is still earmarked as the place where Srila Prabhupada did Harinam Sankirtan. And Prabhupada says, because of that Harinam Sankirtan with simple kartals, I created this entire Krishna consciousness movement. So let's go ahead with this most auspicious Bahulashtami special session where we are starting with the Mangalacharan prayers, invoking auspiciousness. And then quickly we will go on to the singing of the most beautiful bhajan, Shri Radha Kundashtakam, written by Raghunatha Das Goswami. He is our Prayojana Acharya. He is writing this beautiful Radha Kundashtakam. So let's start with prayers and then quickly we'll go on to singing of that bhajan. Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam yena bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuttapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradhayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaur Dushe Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhaktikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Taralaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yatkripatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Ishwaram Harihi Om Tatsat. Saptakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Hare Krishna. So thank you very much for joining in for our special Bahulashtami session. So first and foremost, we will sing this beautiful song, Radha Kunda Ashtakam. It's 8 verses glorifying Radha Kund, written by none other than our Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, the Prayojana Acharya of our Gaudiya Vaishnava Guru Parampara, who took direct diksha from Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Dadati Swapatantikam. Even Raghunatha Dasa Goswami considered Rupa Goswami as his guru, right? Because Rupa Goswami understood the heart of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And in this way, Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, who considers Rupa Goswami his guru, has actually written this book, Stavavali, wherein Raghunatha Dasa Goswami glorifies Radha Kund, praying that, oh Radha Kund, give me eternal shelter, right? May I eternally reside at the holy dham of Radha Kund. So these 8 verses actually glorify Radha Kund. So it's our fortune that we can sing this on this most auspicious occasion of the appearance of Radha Kund, and written by our Prayojana Acharya, Shri Raghunatha Dasa Goswami. Shri Radha Kund Ashtakam ki jai. Shri Raghunatha Dasa Goswami ki jai. So let me share my screen and quickly we will sing this beautiful song, Radha Kunda Ashtakam. वृषभधनुजन सन्नर्म धर्मोक्तिरङ्गैर् निखिल निज सखिभिर्यत् स्वहस्तेन पूर्णम् प्रकथितम् अपि वृन्दारण्यरत्स प्रमोदैस् ततति सुरभिराधा कुण्डमेवाश्रयो मे व्रजभुवि मुरसत्रो प्रेयसीनं निकामैर् असुलभम् अपि तूर्णम् प्रेम कल्प ध्रुमं तम् जनयति हृदि भूमौ स्नतुर् उच्चैर् प्रियं द्वात् तदति सुरभि राधा कुण्डमेवाश्रयो मे अगरिपुरपि यत्नत् अत्र देव्य प्रसादा प्रसरकृत कटाक्ष प्राप्ति कमः प्रकामम् अनुसरति यत् उच्चैः स्नान सेवानुबन्धैः तदति सुरभि राधा कुण्डम् एवाश्रयो मे व्रजभुवन सुधांसो प्रेम भूमिर्निकमम् व्रज मधुर किशोरी मौलिरत्न प्रियेव परिचितम् अपि नाम्न यचते नैव तस्यास् तदति सुरभि राधा कुण्डम् एवाश्रयो मे अपि जन इह कश्चित् यस्य सेवा प्रसादैः प्रणय सुरलतस्य तस्य गोष्ठेन्द्रसूनो सपदि किल मत् ईसदस्य पुष्प प्रशस्या तदति सुरभि राधा कुण्डम् एवाश्रयो मे तत मधुर निकुञ्जः क्लिप्त नामान उच्चैः निज परिजन वर्गै संविभाज्य श्रुतैस्तैः मधुकर रुतरम्य यस्य रजन्तिकं यस् तदति सुरभि राधा कुण्डम् एवाश्रयो मे तत भुवि वरवेद्यं यस्य नर्मति हृद्यं मधुर मधुर वर्तं गोष्ठुण्डम् एवाश्रयो मे अनुदिनम् अतिरङ्गै प्रेम मत्तालि संगैर् वर सरसिज गन्धैर् हरिवरी प्रपूर्णे विहरत यस्मिन् दम्पती तौ प्रमत्तौ तदति सुरभि राधा कुण्डम् एवाश्रयो मे अविकलम् अतिदेव्यश्चरु कुण्डाष्टकं या परिपतति तदियो लसीदस्यर्पितात्मा अचिरम् इह शरीरे दर्शयति एव तस्मै मधुरिपुर् अतिमोदै श्लिष्यमानं प्रियं तम् तदति सुरभि राधा कुण्डम् एवाश्रयो मे. Hare Krishna. Someone can raise your hand, can read the translation. And then the Falashruti, which is 9, right? One who is completely dedicated to Queen Radha's service, who happily reads these 8 beautiful verses describing her lake, which is Radha Kunda. Even in this present body, Lord Krishna shows his beloved as he happily embraces her. Right? That means what? We get an opportunity to serve Sri Sri Radha and Krishna in their Nitya Leela. That is the Falashruti, right? Of studying this Radha Kunda Ashtakam, right? So, okay, we have a couple of hands up. Karpakavali Mataji, go ahead.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. May very fragrant Radha Kunda, which prodded by the gopis, making many joking words after Rishabhanu's death, the king of the Vrindavana forest, aptly built and filled with his own hand, be my shelter. May my very dear and fragrant Radha Kunda, which for one who bathes in it immediately creates in the land of the heart a desire tree of pure love, rare even among the gopi beloveds of Lord Krishna in Raja, be my shelter. May very dear and fragrant Radha Kunda, were yearning to attain the merciful sidelong glance of his queen, Lord Krishna diligently follows her bathing attendants, be my shelter. May very fragrant Radha Kunda, which is named after a girl who is a realm of love for he who is the moon of Raja, a girl who is like the most precious jewel in the crown of the sweet girls of Raja, be my shelter. The mercy
Thank
obtained
you,
by
Mataji.
serving.
Hare Krishna. Sridhar Prabhu,
Thank
please go ahead.
you.
Fine.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Dandath.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Mataji. The mercy obtained by serving Radha Kund makes the celestial wine of pure love for the Prince of Vraja, which is famous for bearing the flowers of service to my queen, Sprout. May that very fragrant Radha Kund be my shelter. May very fragrant Radha Kunda on the shores of which may many splendid and charming forests grew, filled with the sweet sound of bumblebees, and each named after one Sri Radha friends be my shelter. May very fragrant Radha Kund on the shore of which in the pleasure courtyard Queen Radha and their friends sweetly joke with Lord Krishna, the moon of Vraja, be my shelter. May very fragrant Radha Kunda, which is the passionate divine couple daily plays with their passionate friends in the charming lotus clean water, to be my shelter.
Haribol. Thank you,
Hari
Prabhu.
Bol.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
So this is what is our prayer, right? As we sing the Radhika, what is it? Radha Kunda Ashtakam. The 8 verses glorifying Radha Kund, written by Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, simply by reading, singing, hearing these this 8 verses glorifying Radha Kund. Krishna promises that that such a person will eternally serve Radha and me, right? So in their Nitya Leela, we will be able to serve Radha Krishna. Oh, what better fortune than this in this lifetime? If you are able to get that, that is our most desired benediction, that we eternally serve Shri Radha and Krishna, following in instructions of our gurus, Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. All right, so let's move ahead with our next section. What is the next section? Today we will continue with Bahulashtami Leela. So we are very fortunate, right? Their lordships, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev, and all the Vaishnavas are inspiring us, that in sequence, as we are studying the Krishna book, we are coming to the Leela on the day of the Leela. That's very wonderful. So we are supposed to study chapter 36. And chapter 36 is the Bahulashtami Leela. It is the Leela where Krishna actually kills Arishta, a demon. And then what happens later on? That's what we're going to study here. So let's quickly move on to chapter number 36 of the Krishna book, which is talking about the Bahulashtami Leela, which is actually, the title does not talk about Bahulashtami, but when we read the pastime, we will know it is Bahulashtami Leela, right? So the chapter is entitled Kamsa sends Akrura for Krishna, right? So Kamsa sends Akrura. Akrura is a great devotee of the Lord. He is in fact the Acharya for Vandanam, isn't it? So Kamsa sends Akrura to Vrindavan so that Krishna can be brought to Mathura, where he will get the audience of Kamsa, and he also plans to kill Krishna, right? Where the Kuvalayapid, the elephant, they have a fight with Kuvalayapid, etc., right? And that is after Krishna reaches Mathura. So now, when Akrura is being sent, what is happening in Vrindavan Dham? So parallelly, Prabhupada is taking us. In parallel, what is happening in Mathura? Kamsa calls Akrura and tells Akrura, okay, please go to Vrindavan and get Krishna here. And then Akrura is first and foremost a little unhappy because he knows Kamsa's intentions. Oh, what is he going to do to Krishna? Like that. And then on the other hand, he's also very happy. I'm going to get darshan of Lord Shri Krishna. So in this way, he comes to Vrindavan. And in the parallelly, what is happening in Vrindavan Dham? Parallelly in Vrindavan Dham, Kamsa also sends this demon called Arishtasura. He's a demon who comes in the form of a great bull. And of course, bull or elephant or whatever it may be. It is like this for Krishna, right? So Krishna kills this demon like this. Chutkiyo mein. Krishna kills this demon. But what follows later is very wonderful. Right? Krishna killing demons is like Krishna killing the anarthas in our heart. But what follows later is very wonderful. Because after our heart is cleared of anarthas, what happens? Krishna prema manifests. That's what manifests here also. After the Arishtasura is killed, then Radharani comes and asks Krishna, "Oh Krishna, you are extremely sinful. You've done papa. What is that papa you've committed? You've done a great papa of killing a bull. Right? You are supposed to be protector. Namo Brahmane Devai Go Brahmana Hitai Cha. Jagadhitai Krishnai Govindai Namo Namaha. Such Krishna is killing a bull. This is not good. Right? And what does Krishna do? Krishna very coolly invokes all the rivers and he creates this Shamakund. And then what happens? And he tells Radharani, okay, I am purified. He goes and takes bath in Shamakund. And he tells Radharani, I am purified now. What about you? You also have to go and take bath in Shamakund. Right? Because you associate with me. And then you're also, you also become, you've also committed a sin. Right? So you also go and take bath in Shamakund. And Radharani says, no. Why should I take bath in your kund? I will create my own kund. Why does Radharani say this? Radharani shows this man bhav because that is pleasing to Krishna. So Krishna likes it. And Radharani gives such kind of competition to Krishna. Right? And Radharani does exactly what pleases Krishna. What will please Krishna right now? That Radharani knows. Right? She is Medhavini. She is the original, most intelligent lady who knows how to please Krishna. So she tells, I'm not going to take bath in your kund. I will create my own kund. Right? So what does she do? She creates, with her bangle, she and her gopi friends, they all, they always endeavor. Like Mother Yashoda also runs behind Krishna. So we all endeavor as the energy of the Lord. We want to please the Lord and they are happy to do any endeavor to please Krishna. So they all take their bangles and start, digging a hole. And then they go and then they send, the gopis to stand in one line. They try to get water from Yamuna to fill their kund. They have to fill their kund, Radha kund. And Lord Shyamasundar, he's watching and he's having fun. He's having pleasure because all this is being done for his pleasure only, right? So Krishna is having pleasure and then Krishna is thinking, okay, now let me open Radha kund, Shyamakund. Let me merge Shyamakund and Radha kund. That way the waters of Shyamakund flow into Radha kund. And what is it? All the rivers that Krishna had manasikally called, right? What is that? Yamuna, Ganga, right? Gange cha Yamune chaiva Narmada Sindhu Kaveri Godavari Saraswati, all the rivers come, right? And all the rivers flow from Shyamakund to Radha kund, right? Even today in Vrindavandam we see a place where both the kunds are mixing, right? And then you have the Radha kund and Shyamakund and you have separate steps like that. So in that way, Radharani's kund also becomes full with water. Radharani goes and bathes there. And Krishna tells, whoever bathes in Radha kund will get Krishna prema. He does not tell that about Shyamakund also, but he tells that about Radha kund. That is the glory of Radha kund. Because Krishna tells that whoever even sings the Radha Kundashtakam, he tells in nectar instruction. Rupa Goswami tells us that Krishna says that whoever resides in Radha kund, takes bath in Radha kund, recites this Radha Kundashtakam, will get eternal service to the divine couple Shri Shri Radha Krishna. That is the glory of Radha kund. That is the glory of Srimati Radharani, who knows best how to please Lord Sri Krishna. So in this context, let's quickly jump into the glorification of this Leela by our own eternal Siksha Guru, ISKCON founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, Avai Charana Arvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, Sarva Gopi Shri Mataji, please go ahead, read. Kamsa sends Akrura for Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, that was Pranam. Chapter 36, Kamsa sends Akrura for Krishna. Vrindavana was always absorbed in the thought of Krishna. Everyone remembered his pastime and was constantly merged in the ocean of transcendental bliss. But the material world is so contaminated that even in Vrindavana, the Asuras or the demons tried to disturb the peaceful situation. Once a demon named Aritasura entered the village in the form of a great bull with a gigantic body and huge horns, digging up the earth with his hoofs. When the demon entered Vrindavana, the whole land appeared to tremble as if there were an earthquake. He rode fiercely and after digging up the earth on the riverside, he entered the village proper. The fearful roaring of the bull was so piercing that some of the pregnant cows and women had miscarriages. Its bodies were so big, stout, and strong that a cloud hovered over its body just as clouds hover over mountains. Aristasura entered Vrindavana with such a fearful appearance that such on seeing the great demon, all the men and women were afflicted with great fear, and the cows and other animals fled the village. The situation became very terrible, and all the inhabitants of the Vrindavana began to cry, Krishna, Krishna, please save us. Krishna saw that the cows were running away, and he immediately replied, Don't be afraid, don't be afraid. He then appeared before Aristasura and said, You lowest of all living entities, why are you frightening the inhabitants of Gokula? What will you gain by this action? If you have come to challenge my authority, then I am prepared to fight with you. In this way, Krishna challenged the demon, and the demon became very angry by the words of Krishna. Krishna stood before the bull, resting his hand on the shoulder of a friend. The bull proceeded toward Krishna in anger, digging the earth with his hooves. Aristasura lifted his tail, and it appeared that clouds were hovering over the tail. His eyes were reddish and moving in anger. Pointing his horns at Krishna, he charged him just like the thunderbolt of Indra. But Krishna immediately caught his horns and tossed him away, just as a gigantic elephant repels a small inimical elephant. Although the demon was perspiring and appeared very tired, he took courage and got up. Again, he charged Krishna with great force and anger. While rushing toward Krishna, he breathed very heavily. Krishna again caught his horns and immediately threw him to the ground. Breaking his horns, Krishna then began to kick his body just as one squeezes a wet cloth on the ground. Being thus kicked by Krishna, Aristasura rolled over and began to move his legs violently, bleeding from the mouth and passing stool and urine. His eyes starting from their sockets, he passed to the kingdom of death. The demigods in the celestial planets showered flowers on Krishna for this wonderful achievement. Krishna was already the life and soul of the inhabitants of Vrindavana. After killing the demon, the shape of a bull, he became a cynosure of all eyes. With Balarama, he triumphantly entered Vrindavana village, and the inhabitants glorified him and Balarama with great jubilation. When a person performs a wonderful feat, his kinsmen and relatives and friends naturally become jubilant. It was after the incident that the great sage Narada disclosed.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Sorry, I was mute. Hare Bol. Dandavad Pranam. Very wonderful, isn't it? This Leela happens, and Krishna, like just, like you squeeze a wet cloth. Prabhupada gives such beautiful illustrations. We can very easily understand how simple it was for Krishna to kill this Vritrasura. He just squeezed, before hanging the clothes, we just do twing and put it. How long does it take? It hardly takes a second, isn't it? So in that way, the fierce demon, who took the form of a bull, was very easily killed by Krishna. And what happens to the Vrajavasis? They are so happy. They got to see one more Leela of Krishna, and then they are happily talking about how Krishna killed this demon, how that demon came in the form of a bull. He was charging so much at Krishna, and then Krishna just picked him up and then squeezed him like a wet cloth and then threw him away. And then thus the demon's life ended like that. So so this killing of the demons not happens like a chutki for Krishna, right? But what follows that, right? It's like I mentioned, the anarthas, once they go away, then it is the awakening of Krishna prema, right? Shravanadi shuddha chitta karaya udaya in our heart, which is filled with all the anarthas. When we hear these wonderful pastimes of Krishna killing all the demons, then what happens? Shravanadi shuddha chitta karaya udaya. What is udaya? What arises in the heart is Krishna prema. Because the lust, anger, greed, pride, envy, illusion all gets killed, all gets extinguished by hearing the pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna, especially these pastimes where Krishna is happily and joyfully killing demons one after another like that. Okay, let's move ahead. Who's reading next? Okay, Shubhangi Mataji, go ahead. It was after this incident that...
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavad Pranam.
Dandavad Pranam Mataji, yes.
It was after this incident that the great sage Narada disclosed to Kamsa the secret of Krishna. Narad Muni is generally known as Deva Darshan, which means that he can be seen only by demigods or person on the same level with the demigods. But Narada visited Kamsa, who was not at all on the level of the demigods, and allowed Kamsa to see him. Of course, Kamsa also saw Krishna, what to speak of Narad Muni. But unless one sees the Lord or his devotee with purified eyes, one cannot derive the actual benefit. Of course, anyone who associates with a pure devotee derives imperishable benefit, which is called Ajnana Sukriti. One cannot understand how he is making progress, yet he makes progress by seeing the devotee of the Lord. Narad Muni's mission was to finish things quickly. Krishna appeared in order to kill the demons, and Krishna and Kamsa was the chief among them. Narad wanted to expedite things, therefore he immediately approached Kamsa with all the real information. You are to be killed by the eighth son of Vasudeva. Narada told Kamsa, that eighth son is Krishna. You were misled by Vrindavan Vasudeva into believing that the eighth issue of Vasudeva was a daughter. Actually, the daughter was born to Yashoda, the wife of Nanda Maharaj, and Vasudeva exchanged his son for the daughter. So you were misled. Krishna is the son of Vasudeva. He, as is Balaram. Being afraid of your atrocious nature, Vasudev was tactfully hidden them in Vrindavan, out of your sight. Narada further informed Kamsa, Krishna and Balaram have been living incognito in the care of Nanda Maharaj. All the Asuras, your companions, who were sent to Vrindavan to kill different children, were killed by Krishna and Balaram. As soon as Kamsa got this information from Narad Muni, he took out his sharp sword and prepared to kill Vasudev for this duplicity. But Narada specified him, you are not to be killed by Vasudev. He said, why are you so anxious to kill him? Better try to kill Krishna and Balaram. But in order to satisfy his want, Kamsa arrested Vasudev and Balaram and killed them. Narada ordered Kamsa to kill Krishna and Balaram. But Krishna and Balaram were killed by
Mataji, you're not audible. Okay, let me read. Okay, acting on the new information, Kamsa immediately called for the case sheet. Okay, Anuradha Leela Mataji, can you read?
Hare Krishna Mataji, then
Yes,
no?
Mataji, go ahead.
Acting on the new information, Kamsa immediately called for the Kesi demon and asked him to go Vrindavan immediately to kill Balrama and Krishna. In actually, Kamsa asked Kesi to go to Vrindavan to be killed by Krishna and Balrama and thus set salvation. And then Kamsa called for his expert elephant trainers as well as the wrestler Chanura, Mushtika, Sala, Sala, etc. And he told them, my dear friend, try to hear me attentively. At Nanda Maharaj's place in Vrindavan, there are two brothers, Krishna and Balrama. They are actually two sons of Vasudeva. As you know, I have been destined to be killed by Krishna. There is a prophecy to this effect. Now I am requesting you to arrange for a wrestling match. People from different part of the country will come to see the festival. I will arrange to get those two boys here, and you will try to kill them in the wrestling arena. Wrestling matches are still enjoyed by people in northern India, and it appears from statements of Srimad Bhagavatam that 5,000 years ago, wrestling was also popular. Kansa planned to arrange such a wrestling competition and to invite people to visit. He also told the trainers of the elephant, be sure to bring the elephant named Kuvalya Pida and keep him at the gate of the wrestling arena. Try to capture Krishna and Balarama on their arrival and have the elephant kill them. Kansa also advised his friends to arrange to worship Lord Shiva by offering animal sacrifices and performing the sacrifice called Dhanur
Dhanur
Yagya, and the sacrifice performed on the 14th day of the moon known as Chaturdashi. And this date falls 3 days after Ekadashi, and it is set aside for worship of Lord Shiva. One of the plenary portion of Lord Shiva is called Kal
Kala
This form of Lord Shiva is worshipped by a demon also offer animal killed before him. The process is still current in India in a place called
Vaidyanatha.
Vaidyanath Dham, where demon offer animal sacrifices to the deity of Kal Bhairava. Kansa belonged to this demonic group. He also an expert diplomat, and so he quickly Mataji scroll.
He was also Hare Krishna. He was also an expert diplomat, and so he quickly arranged for his demon friends to try to kill Krishna and Balaram. So yeah, thank you, Mataji. So isn't it wonderful here? What is happening here? Parallelly, we are seeing what is happening in Vrindavan and what is happening in Mathura. Right? Prabhupada is, it's just like a movie. Yahan pe kya ho raha hai, wahan pe kya ho raha hai. To invoke the interest of the audience. Right? Prabhupada is also telling us what is happening in Vrindavan. At the same time, parallelly, what is happening in Mathura. Right? In Mathura, Kamsa is calling all of his wrestlers, and he's calling them the best of the wrestlers. Okay, be ready. Right? Mushti, Chanura and all. Right? Be ready. When Krishna comes, you're going to have a wrestling match with Krishna. He's just a small boy. You have to win him and kill him. And before that, he will not even come here. Even before that, he's arranged for that very mighty elephant, Kuvalaya Pida, to be standing at the entrance of Mathura. When Krishna comes, immediately the elephant is supposed to go and trample Lord Sri Krishna. So that's a plan, right? A very Kamsa is very intelligent, right? He's planning a lot of things. He's always thinking of Krishna. Oh, Krishna is going to kill me. How am I going to capture Krishna? Always he's thinking of Krishna. But what an irony, right? Remember Gajendra, right? He was caught in a crocodile. The crocodile got hold of his feet. Then what was he thinking? It was also death for him, right? He fought for 1,000 years. He's been dragged into the ocean, because of which he's become powerless, because he's an animal of the land. If it is in the land, nobody can defeat the elephant. But he's been pulled into the ocean by this crocodile, because of which he lost all his powers. And yet, what is he doing? He's praying to the Lord, right? Just like Mother Uttara was praying for, for her own son. Pahi pahi maha yogin deva deva jagatpate. Nanyam tvad abhayam pashe yatra mrityu parasparam. Oh Krishna, I don't have anybody other than you as my shelter. I am eternally falling down at your lotus feet. I'm thinking of you. Krishna, please help me. Krishna, please help me. Krishna, please protect the embryo, the child in my womb. Like that, Mother Uttara was praying to Krishna. Kamsa also, when he got this death sentence, he had an option. Am I going to surrender? He knows, Krishna is the Supreme Lord, because so many times he sent so many demons to kill Krishna in all of his attempts. Were completely, the way the demons were killed and the way they were reporting back, whoever came back, they reported to Kamsa. He knew that Krishna, this boy is not ordinary, right? So he could have easily surrendered to Krishna. But what did he do? He was always remembering Krishna, but unfortunately, he was not thinking in a way that's favorable. Gajendra was thinking about Krishna, right? Just at the time that he was about to die, because the crocodile was catching hold of his leg and was not leaving. And he was saying, Krishna, Krishna, help me. I have no other shelter other than you. Please help me, save me from this crocodile. Right? And it is also said that, when, Krishna came running, Krishna was not even willing to wait for Garuda to come. Krishna immediately came. And then Garuda had to catch up with Krishna. Okay. And then fast he came and, and then Krishna sat on, Lord Vishnu sat on Garuda and came and killed the crocodile first. The crocodile got liberation. Why? Because the crocodile, although not in a favorable way, was catching hold of Gajendra's lotus feet. Gajendra's pure devotee of the Lord. He was Indradyumna Maharaj in his previous lifetime, because of whom we have this beautiful Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, Maya deities that we worship, isn't it? So in that way, Indradyumna Maharaj was a great devotee, but due to some reason, he had to become Gajendra, right? We'll not go into that past time. But when he became Gajendra also, he remembered the prayers. That is the potency of prayers, right? Right, today we sang Radhika Kundashtakam prayers, Radha Kundashtakam prayers. We are singing everyday Damodarashtakam prayers. All of these things, what will it do? If it is there in our memory, then whenever we are in danger, we want to take shelter of these prayers. Otherwise, we don't know what to pray. We'll pray for all the wrong things, all the nonsensical things, right? So basically, typically, whenever we are in danger, Pahi Pahi Mahayogin Deva Deva Jagatpate Nanyam Tva Tabhayam Pashe Yatra Mrityu Parasparam. Like that, if you're able to pray, oh wow, wow, right? Krishna will come immediately to our rescue. Or Krishna will always protect us. Whether that protection is that of our material body or not doesn't matter. Right? We remember Parikshit Maharaj. Protection is always there. Even Kamsa was liberated after his death. But the protection is not in the way that I desire. It may not meet my expectations because I don't know what is right for me, what is wrong for me. Krishna knows what is best for me. So Krishna will protect me, but may or may not be in the way that I expect Krishna to protect me. That is what is very, very important. Right? So Mother Uttara, although her desire to be protected, to protect her son, from Ashwatthama's Brahmastra was fulfilled. Later on, Parikshit Maharaj was protected in a different way. And in both ways, Krishna protected Parikshit Maharaj. First time, his material body was protected. Later on, his soul, he was able to remember Krishna at the last moment of his death. Krishna arranged that, and that is a greater protection, right? All of us have to die. Sometime or the other, we have to die. So, protection of this material body is not ultimate protection, but protection of our remembrance. What is the protection of our remembrance? To enable us to remember Krishna at the time of misery, especially. It's very easy to think of Krishna during misery, but to be able to think of Krishna during happiness, being grateful to Krishna for all the happy moments, that is enabling us to remember Krishna more. For those sad moments, which are enabling us to helplessly cry out to Krishna, like Gajendra did. He was helpless. He didn't know what to do. He did his best. He could not get he could not get out of the clutches of the crocodile. And then what did he do? Complete surrender, like Draupadi did. Right? Complete surrender under the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Go, Krishna, I don't have anyone else other than you. Right? Govinda Damo Dharamadaveti. 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 Crying out, oh Krishna, oh Govinda, oh Damodara, oh Madhava, please protect me. I don't have anyone else other than you. Please, please, please give me shelter. So like that, when Gajendra cried out, Krishna came. When Draupadi cried out, Krishna came. When Parikshit Maharaj's mother, Uttara, cried out, Krishna came. So that is the formula. When we are in distress, had Kamsa cried out, Krishna, protect me. Right? He would have got everything. Probably would have got his kingdom also. He would have got, and even when he did not cry out like that, when he was killed, also because of his continuous remembrance of Krishna, he was personally killed by Krishna and he got liberation. Right? Of course, devotees don't want that kind of liberation. But then, on this auspicious occasion of, the appearance of Radha Kunda, Shama Kunda, right? This is an opportunity for us to surrender to Krishna, whether it is happiness or is distress, whether it is heat or cold, whether we are, whatever be our situation in this material world, we are ultimately helpless. We have no shelter. Right? Padam, padam, yad vipadam natesham. Every minute, every second is vipada. Some danger is awaiting us every second. So we have to understand that our every second in this material world is that of Gajendra's situation. Anytime we may be defeated by Maya. We are having this battle with Maya all the time and we are powerless because we are fighting this battle with Maya, which is the energy of Krishna. Where do we have the power to defeat Maya? Right? Krishna gives us the formula. Very, very difficult. But if you surrender unto me, then you'll be able to cross over the three modes of material nature. So we are all in the situation of Gajendra every second of our life. Only that we don't realize we are in a problem. Gajendra realized, I'm in a problem. I fought for 1,000 years. I somehow cannot get out of the clutches of this crocodile. Krishna, I surrender to you. Please help me. Right? But we are caught in the clutches of Maya. We don't even know we are in problem. That is our pitiable situation. Right? So when we read these prayers, what are we supposed to think? Krishna, let me realize. Right? Krishna, let me realize that I'm always in the situation of battle with Maya. Padam padam yadipadam natesham. Let me always surrender unto you. I don't have any shelter other than you. Krishna, please enable me your remembrance all the time. Krishna matir astu. This one is Japa Swami Shri Guru Maharaj always blesses us. Krishna matir astu. This is the greatest blessing what we can pray for. What we always want to have, isn't it? So, in this way, Kamsa, although remembering Krishna, could not get the highest benefit of Krishna prema, but he had to settle himself simply for liberation. Why? Because he was not anukulyena Krishna anushilanam bhakti ruttama. He was not doing bhakti. Although he is remembering Krishna, it was not anukulya. Right? So in that way, he only got liberation. He did not get Krishna prema. All right, let's move ahead. Oh, who wants to read next? Last paragraph. Sindhu Mataji? Oh, yeah. Okay, suddenly your hand went down. I thought maybe you got busy with other things. Okay, go ahead.
After hearing that paragraph, right?
He then called for Akrura. Last paragraph. You want to read?
Okay. Yeah, yes, Mataji. Hare
Yes,
Krishna Pranam. Haribol Srila Prabhupada ki jai. He then called for Akrura, one of the descendants in the family of Yadu, in which Krishna was born as the son of Vasudeva. When Akrura came to see Kamsa, Kamsa very politely shook hands with him and said, "My dear Akrura, actually I have no better friend than you in the Bhoja and Yadu dynasties. You are the most munificent person. So as a friend, I am begging charity from you. Actually, I have taken shelter of you exactly as King Indra takes shelter of Lord Vishnu. I request you to go immediately to Vrindavana and find the two boys named Krishna and Balarama. They are the sons of Nanda Maharaja. Take this nice chariot, especially prepared for the boys, and bring them here immediately. That is my request to you. Now my plan is to kill these two boys. As soon as they come in the gate, there will be a giant elephant named Kuvalaya Pida waiting, and possibly he will be able to kill them. But if somehow or the other they escape, they will next meet the wrestlers and will be killed by them. That is my plan. And after killing these two boys, I shall kill Vasudeva and Nanda, who are supporters of the Vrishni and Bhoja dynasties. I shall also kill my father Ugrasena and his brother Devaka, because they are actually my enemies and are hindrances to my diplomacy and politics. Thus, I shall get rid of all my enemies. Jarasandha is my father-in-law, and I have a great monkey friend named Vivida. With their help, it will be easy to kill all the kings on the surface of the earth who support their demigods. This is my plan. In this way, I shall be free from all the opposition, and it will be very pleasant to rule the world without obstruction. You may know that also know that Sambara, Narakashura, and Banashura are my intimate friends. And when I begin this war against the kings who support the demigods, they will help me considerably. Surely I shall be rid of all my enemies. Please go immediately to Vrindavana and encourage the boys to come here to see the beauty of Mathura and take pleasure in the wrestling competition." After hearing this plan of Kamsa, Akrura replied, "My dear king, your plan is very excellently made to counteract the hindrances to your diplomatic activities, but you should maintain equilibrium, for the result of your activities may be fruitful or may not be fruitful. After all, man proposes, God disposes. We may make very great plans, but unless they are sanctioned by the supreme authority, they will fail. Everyone in this material world knows that the supernatural power is ultimate disposer of everything. One may make a very great plan with his fertile brain, but he must know that he will be subjected to the fruits, misery, and happiness. But I have nothing to say against your proposal. As a friend, I shall carry out your order and bring Krishna and Balarama here, as you desire." After instructing his friends in various ways, Kamsa retired, and Akrura went back to his home. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport of the 36th chapter of Krishna. Kamsa sends Akrura for Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Sindhu Mataji. So this is very wonderful, right? This is the mood of a demon, right? I will kill all the obstacles on my path, right? Some or the other, I want to rule, I want to enjoy, and anybody who is an impediment in my enjoyment, in my life, in my plans to enjoy, such a person is my enemy, and I am going to kill that person. Whether it is my father, whether it is my relative, doesn't matter. So that is the attitude of the demons. They're not grateful because of his father only. He's still existing, right? Otherwise, he wouldn't even be born, isn't it? But he has no gratitude. He simply wants to kill all the people who actually brought him to this place, just because they cannot take him further to where he wants to go. This is the attitude of the demons, right? We can also do an introspection, right? How grateful are we to the people who have brought us to Krishna consciousness, right? Sometimes, some disciples may become more famous than their gurus. But what is their attitude determines whether they are advancing in Krishna consciousness or not. If they are thinking, I am better than my guru, I am more popular than my guru, I don't need any guru, I have already learned Krishna consciousness, I am going to advance more than my guru. That means that person is such a neophyte. They are not understood even the basic principle of Krishna consciousness, right? It is only because of our gurus that we can practice even a little bit of Krishna consciousness. So at all times, the more we progress in Krishna consciousness, the more we want to exhibit our gratitude so much to our gurus. We are so much thankful to our gurus who have brought us to this point, rather than become inimical to them, rather than become envious of them. Are you becoming envious of the person who brought you into Krishna consciousness? Otherwise, you would have been rats. We would have been in the rat race, trying to get some name, fame, glory, some money, rotting in this material world. But our gurus, they brought us to Krishna consciousness. Somehow or the other, they picked us up. And we're not grateful to them. What kind of Krishna consciousness are we practicing? Right? So in this way, Kamsa was, a real demon in character. Right? That's why Krishna did not even want to fight with him. Right? Krishna just, Prabhupada mentions in Krishna book, he just slaps Krishna behind his ear and he falls down dead. Krishna also does not want to interact with such a person, at a long time. Right? He wants to fight, like, for example, with who's that? Shamantaka Jewel, Jambavan, right? Days and nights, it is explained how, Krishna fought with Jambavan, or Krishna fought with Hiranyakashipu. Krishna fought with Hiranyaksha so much, when he was trying to lift the earth from the, bottom of the, causal ocean. So like that, Krishna also wants to enjoy Virya Ras, but that also some character, some qualification should be there. He didn't want to fight with Kamsa, right? Kamsa, he just slapped and he fell down dead. Right? So in this way, we see that if you are not grateful to our gurus, we can never progress in Krishna consciousness. Right? And also today, on the auspicious occasion of all this happening, where Akrura gets to meet Lord Sri Krishna. Akrura is sent by Kamsa. And Akrura also tells Kamsa, you may make so many plans. Man proposes, God disposes. Very beautiful. In one line, he's told the entire philosophy. Right? Man proposes, you may have hundreds of plans, but God will dispose it in a second. And we know how his plan got disposed by Krishna, right? By a slap on the cheek, his plan got disposed and he lost his life, right? So in this way, we may make a lot of plans to enjoy in this material world, but one slap, not even by Krishna, right? At least Krishna got slapped, at least Kamsa got slapped by Krishna. We get slapped in Maya all the time. One pat on the cheek, and then all our plans get zero. And then we are in anxiety. Oh, what to do? What to do? All my plans have failed. Oh, Krishna, protect me. At least at that time, you should surrender to Krishna. That can be your only prayer. So, parallelly, what is happening in Vrindavan Dham? Arishtasur is killed. Radharani comes and asks Krishna. Shamakund appears and Radharani wants to create her own kund. Radhakund appears and Radhakund and Shamakund, the waters get mixed. And in this way, all the holies then down, holy rivers across all the places, they all come into Radhakund and Shamakund. And Krishna declares, anyone who takes bath in Radhakund will get my prema, will get eternal love for me. And anyone who reads the glories of Radha Kundashtakam that we read today will eternally serve me in my pastimes with the gopis, in my pastimes with Radharani. And then Krishna also says, nectar of instruction, as Rupa Goswami says, right? This Radha Kund is not different from Radharani. Radha Kund is as dear to me as Srimati Radharani. So today is the appearance of that Radha Kund. So it is our duty to pay obeisances to Radha Kund. Even if you are not fortunate enough to being in Vrindavan Dham, right? We can offer obeisances to Radha Kund, right? Even the Vaishnava calendar has a beautiful Radha Kund picture, right? So in that way, and we also put it in our poster for today. So you have a darshan of Radha Kund, pay obeisances. Remember Radha Kund. Remember this wonderful pastime of how Krishna killed Arishtasur. And this is just a bahana. This is just a, just an instrument for us to understand the glories of Radha Kund, Shama Kund. How Radharani pleases Krishna in all instances. How her mana, how her viraha, everything exhibits the supremest devotion to Lord Sri Krishna. Shri Radhashtami appearance, Shri Radha Kund appearance day Mahamahotsava ki jai, Shama Kund appearance day Mahamahotsava ki jai, Bahulashtami appearance, Bahulashtami Mahamahotsava ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. All the assembled Vaishnavas ki jai. So, devotees who want to log out may do so. We'll quickly sing the Damodar Ashtakam and then we'll end our session for today. But devotees who have some other program, we've just crossed our time. It's 12:04. So, you have any other program, please feel free to log out and we will sing Damodar Ashtakam and then we'll end our session for today after taking Vaishnava Darshan. All right. Hare Krishna. Okay, let me share my screen. Damodar Ashtakam. This is the PPT prepared by His Grace Radhesham Prabhu. So let's quickly look at this wonderful PPT and sing this wonderful Damodar Ashtakam. We can also bind the Lord, provided we develop love for the Lord. Provided we don't have any desire other than serving the Lord, other than pleasing the Lord, other than satisfying the Lord. Damodar Ashtakam ki jai. Offering of lamps to Radha Damodar Bhavan ki jai. नमामीश्वरां शचीतानन्दरूपाम् लसत् कुण्डलां गोकुले व्रजमानाम् यशोधाभियोलुकलाधवमानाम् परामृष्टामत्यन्ततो द्रुतगोप्या नमामीश्वरां शचीतानन्दरूपाम् लासात् कुण्डालां गोकुले व्रजमानाम् यशोधाभियोलुकलाधवमानाम् परामृष्टमाद्यन्ततो द्रुतगोप्या रुदन्तमुहुर्नेत्र युग्मं मृजान्ताम् कराम्बुजायुग्मेन सातङ्कनेत्राम् मुहुश्वासकाम्पात्रिरेखाङ्कघण्टा स्थिताग्रैवं दामोदरं भक्तिवधाम् इति दृक्ष्वलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तमाख्यापयन्ताम् तडीयेषिताज्ञेषु भक्तर्जितात्वाम् पुनः प्रेमतास्तां सातावृत्ति वन्दे परं देवमक्षां न मोक्षवदीं वा न चान्यं वृणेहां वारेषडपीह इदं तेव पूर्णात् गोपालबालं सदा मे मनस्य विराष्ट्रं किमन्ये इदं ते मुकाम्बोजमत्यन्तनीलै कृतं कुण्ठलै स्निग्ध रक्तैश्च गोप्या मोश्चुम्बितां बिम्बरक्तधरं मे मनसा विराष्ट्रं मालं लक्षोलाभै नमो देव दामोदर आनन्द विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजालब्धिमग्नम् कृपादृष्टिवृष्ट्यातिदीनं बतानु गृहाणेशमाज्ञां यद्यक्षिदृशा कुबेरात्मजौ पदमूर्त्यैव याद्वात् त्वया मोचितौ भक्तिवाजौ कृतौ च तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकामे प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मे स्थिरामुदरेह नमस्ते स्तुधाम्ने सुरदीप्तिदाम्ने त्वदीयोदरायात विश्वसदाम्ने नमो राधिकायै त्वदीयप्रियायै नमो अनन्तलीलाय देवयतुभ्यं नमो राधिकायै त्वदीयप्रियायै नमो अनन्तलीलाय देवयतुभ्यं नमो राधिकायै त्वदीयप्रियायै नमो अनन्तलीलाय देवयतुभ्यं नमामीश्वरं शचीदानन्दरूपां लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम् यशोधाभियोलुकलाधवमानं परामृष्टमाद्यन्ततो द्रुतगोप्या हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा दामोदर राधा दामोदर राधा दामोदर श्री राधे जय यशोधा दामोदर Yashoda Damodara Shri Radhe Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Gurudev Jai Jai Gurudev Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Gaura Hari Bol Gaura Hari Bol Gaura Hari Bol श्री दामोदर अष्टकम की जय श्री श्री राधा दामोदर भगवान की जय जगत गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद श्री गुरुदेव की जय नंद कुटी वैष्णव वृंद की जय निताय गौरा प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल Hare Krishna. So thank you very much, dear devotees. We went ahead of time. You all are so wonderful. You're all so merciful. You're all so tolerant that you stayed even beyond our time schedule for today, for which I express my gratitude to all of you. Panchakalpatarobhyascha, kripa sindhubhyevacha, patitanam pavanebhyo, vaishnavebhyo, namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrindi ki jai, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. So thank you very much. Let's meditate on Radha Kundashtakam. Let us meditate on Radha Kund. Let us meditate on Shama Kund. Let us meditate on Radha Krishna's pastimes from the Krishna book that has been very wonderfully given to us by Srila Prabhupada. Let us focus more and more on doing more and more devotional service, especially in this Kartik month, especially today on the most auspicious of BAHULASTAMI. Let us serve, satisfy, and please Guru and Gauranga. May that be our only desire. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Srila Gurudev ki Jai. Happy BAHULASTAMI to all the devotees. Hare Krishna. Jai 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 Shri Radhe Shyam. Jai 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 Shri Vrindavan Dham. Thank you very much. Sridhar Prabhu, Harjit Mataji, Rajneesh Prabhu, Vishnu Priya Mataji. Thank you, Mataji, for joining in. Although you're not well, you joined us. Thank you very much. Meenakshi Mataji, Shubhangi Keshri Mataji, Sarva Gopeshwari Mataji, Karpagavalli Mataji, and all the devotees who are not able to switch on the cameras. Thank you very, very much for joining us in this most auspicious celebration of Bahulashtami for the pleasure of Guru Gauranga, for the pleasure of Radha Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams to all. Hare Bol.